the shores of the Tennessee River, Neyland Stadium, home of the Volunteers. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the TCU Horned Frogs, taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And the Horned Frogs will put toe to leather and we'll get started. He'll start the return inside his 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. So Tennessee's offense will take the field first. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks. David, this one could come down.
Turning it on! Picks up the first down, still moving. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Watching this Tennessee running back, man, he just runs with so much purpose, and it reminds me of guys that I used to play against, Jamal Lewis and Travis Henry, two great ball running backs that used to really test the physicality of our Gator defenses in some of those great games we had back in the late 90s. This dude right here, man, he just wears you down every single carry.
They have a first down at the 41-yard line. The sure hands, it's Staley. At the 20, he's got space. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work. And the Volunteers getting set on 1st and 10. From the red zone, it's Bishop. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
I'm amazed by this offense. This is how you set the tone for a game. Running, throwing on the opening drive, driving right down the field.
And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Vols!
I like this offense. I like watching it, man. They find a way to make plays and spread the football around. But I'll tell you what, I think this QB has an eye for this guy because that's 3 TDs now in 4 games. He wants to find him to make plays, really starting to trust that receiver out wide.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So TCU's offense will go to work for the first time today. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will.
Oh, he's got some space. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. First down here for the offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. The noise reverberating off the checkerboards in Neyland on 3rd down. Wants to throw. It's Hoover. No more time to throw. The quarterback is sacked at the 35. The Horned Frogs will call on their punt team. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Wants to return it. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. So here is the Tennessee offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with his 7-0 lead. Leaves it with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Well, with the ISO play, you'd think they'd get a good running start to get that block, but boy, I tell you what, they took care of business there, the defense did.
Took care of business. You see the pulling guard come around, and the defense is not fooled, attacking downhill. Nobody's getting knocked off the football. The defense is not allowing them to run the football right up the gut.
Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Makes the grab. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Quickly complete. He goes out of bounds right at midfield.
Well, that's one that DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
The Vols with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The 2024 season for Tennessee had some highs, wins over Bama, Florida, and Oklahoma. Man, did it end with a thud. They got clipped by the Ohio State buzzsaw and then suffered the big shocker of the offseason with Nico Iamaleava jumping into the transfer portal.
Yeah, I don't know that there was a more interesting offseason than in Knoxville. The quarterback spot, the drama, the back and forth, and Nico leaves, and then Joey Aguirre, who he goes to UCLA, Nico, and now the guy who transferred there transfers to Tennessee, so quarterback roulette, and Tennessee has a new guy.
There are things I expected to remain consistent, at least with Tennessee, though. Tim Banks is going to do a great job at defensive coordinator on that side of the ball, and you know Tennessee's going to run it as well. So I know a lot of question marks around the quarterback spot. There are other facets to this team that make them very dangerous.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Productive 4-yard gain there on the ground as he gets it down to the 31. The Volunteers come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Back to pass, it's Aguilar. Quickly out to the tight end. He finally goes out of bounds, but you better check that laundry on the field. Just when they thought they had the big play, the penalty wipes it out. 9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And that 3rd down pass had some serious juice, but they couldn't hook up.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. And it's good from 58 yards out. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. Gonna run it, it's Payne. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Trying play action. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now,
he hurls one deep down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. And the Horned Frogs decide to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Let's see what he can do with it. He only needs a sliver of daylight. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. We've come to the end of the period, and Tennessee leads it. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. They've got a first down here to open the period. Looking to pass. It's Aguilar. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
And this is what the offense knows they cannot do. They can't allow sacks. In their last game, they were sacked 5 times. Obviously lost that football game. And early in this one, they're having issues again, keeping their quarterback standing up straight.
It's pretty clear he didn't care about the double coverage. He thought his guy was better than their 2 guys.
Well, and there's reason to think that. That dude's a stud, and I understand it. I want to find ways to get him the football, but when it's 2-on-1, I might think about looking somewhere else.
Quarterback floating away from pressure. It's complete on the right side. Brings him to the open. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26.
And the defensive coordinator is irate on the sideline. 3rd and long. It's a short throw. You've got to be able to rally, make a tackle, and force the punter onto the field. They let him get loose, break some tackles, and with the first, the offense stays on the field.
Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. And the balls are on the move. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Using the quick game. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Wants to fire on second down. Catch in the middle. It's Bishop. Now the connection takes him to the 11.
That play was designed to go to the running back. They were hoping they were going to get man coverage, and one-on-one, that back is going to win that matchup every single time.
Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. It's not all doinks or bad off the right, upright, and through. And now the lead is extended a little further. They want to get the ball right back here in the first half. They've got the lead and going for the onside kick. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The give. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. To the air. It's Hoover. They've got the screen set up. There he goes. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. The Horned Frogs want to move quickly.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Looking to throw on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Barnes. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position, they located the football, and they went and gang tackled.
Makes the grab outside. It's Barnes.
That's when I think if the running back could have over, he would just let that ball sail out of bounds incomplete. Because he made the catch, but lost yards because of it. It wasn't an accurate throw. He'll know next time to just let that ball go.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
It's amazing to think just how confident this offense was coming into this game. They thought they were going to go up and down the field throwing the football in this one. That has not been the case. They have not yet scored a touchdown in this one. They just threw an incompletion on third down now, looking like they may have to punt. This offense has got to find their rhythm, but you've got to wonder about their confidence at this point of the game.
Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Looking to throw, it's Aguilar. He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Volunteers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Trying to pick it up on the ground. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Well, 3rd down, they tried to run the football thinking they could catch the defense off guard. They were able to get some yards, not the first, though. So now you've got 4th and very short. What do the analytics say to do here, head coach?
We're at the 2-minute timeout. They built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. The Vols will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's Staley. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Staley. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Wants to throw on 1st down. Looking to scramble. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. The Volunteers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. Hauls it in. And he's still running after the move. He stopped at the 32. It'll be a 1st down in the waning seconds of the half. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Volunteers! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they... And the Vols will kick it away to start the 2nd half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They come into this 3rd quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops. So this is a critical drive here for this offense.
Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. And the Horned Frogs in the hurry-up. DB's right up on the receivers. On 3rd and short, the power run here. It's a game of 1st downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Right back to the well. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for room. It's Barnes. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. And this offense just can't afford not to get the 1st down here. Already already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. And the third down pass is incomplete. The Horned Frogs will punt this one away. Wants to bring it back. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Last time they had it, just an aerial assault. Precision execution, moved right down the field and put it in the end zone.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
They get enough rush, and it... Quarterback making adjustments. Back to throw, it's Aguilar. Incomplete, and they tried to catch him flat-footed on first down, but the defense was ready. They're dealing with a second and long. They'll try the toss to the left. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. It'll be third and long. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Looking to buy time. That's caught. It's Bishop. He's going to come up about 5. Out of the gun, the inside give. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Oh, he wants it all. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
And the Volunteers have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Grabbed behind the line, it's Bishop. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
With the catch, it's Matthews. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. They go back to work in the final period of this one. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. They get him off his feet after a pickup of 5 down to the 25. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. To the air, it's Aguilar. Under fire. Complete in the middle. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
I like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
Running the red zone, it's Lewis.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing that.
Bringing the heat. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
And you see this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Grinding and pushing his way, and man, he got behind his pads, but they get him stopped just inches away from the goal line. They've been great on third down. Now to finish the deal on first and goal. And they just tried to slam it in from the doorstep, but they went nowhere, and it'll be marked down at the 1. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Bishop. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat. They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. On the direct snap, it's Bishop. Touchdown, Tennessee! And the pummeling has started. They extend the lead here in the fourth, and after stumbling early, about to... So here is the Tennessee offense. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's
turning it on. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Looking for a man. It's Aguilar. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. Their balls are flying down the field. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
Unleashes one deep. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Once you start to get down here towards the goal line, it's so much more difficult to throw the football, and you really want to stretch the defense sideline to sideline and use your speed and take advantage of the grass when you see it. They try to take a little bit of a shot down the field unsuccessfully. Nice job by this defense.
How about that defense rising up? Dropping back, it's Aguilar. Got a man, it's Matthews. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. They'll run this play from the pistol. Off play action on first down. Going to take a shot at this DB. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Touchdown ball. Made the grab and took it on in for the score. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity. After this, it'll be a wrap. To the air on first down. Looking for a huge play. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
And that is no good. And after the missed field goal, guys, the lead's still at 15. All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes.